Hello and welcome to Unblock Thesmiletrap, brought to you by my damn channel. If you guys remember in the last episode, I was actually holding auditions for a new male and female member of Unblock Thesmiletrap, and since then, I'm proud to say we have two new members. Introduce yourself, guys.
Hi, I'm Sonnet, and I will be your male member here on Unblock Thesmiletrap.
And I'm Adam, and I am the new Cassie.
Just kidding. I had Cassie and Dan held up in my basement, but I'm letting them go, and they are going to join us on this episode.
The basement of your dorm room?
In the basement of my dorm room. I have a big dorm room.
We had basements.
Okay, anyway, the topic for today's Unblock Thesmiletrap, we have two guests, obviously, Adam and Sonnet, and today we're going to talk about the difference between Tumblr and YouTube. So both Adam and Sonnet are Tumblr guys, if you guys want to say your Tumblr names for people who do not know.
Well, my Tumblr name is Sonnet Stockmar.
And I'm Adamus Prime.
Awesome.
Uh-huh.
And if you didn't know, Dan, Cassie, and I are also on Tumblr. Dan doesn't use his Tumblr.
I do too. Back off, bro.
Yeah, he followed me the other day, so.
That was like
good.
weeks ago.
Good, Dan.
I don't think you seem awful.
I'll post all of our Tumblr links in the description below. We've got a couple questions for you guys, and I guess we'll just jump right in. Who needs musical interludes?
We do,
Us.
right now.
Now.
Right now.
This is where we sing.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
this
Sonnet,
is
take it
why I
away.
actually...
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
That was-
Unblock the Smile Trap.
That was
That was
solid.
perfect.
I
That was
not
perfect.
singing.
Dan, I
I'm
prefer
sorry.
Sonnet so much more than yours.
Mine was awesome.
Yeah, Dan, where's your harmonica?
Oh,
Oh,
hold on.
God,
It's in a drawer.
no,
It's in a
no,
drawer.
stop
Give me
it.
a second.
Stop it,
you-
Emily.
oh.
I shouldn't have said anything.
It's the worst.
Oh my god, thank you, Emily. That was really embarrassing for a second.
Eventually, we're gonna have to sell like Unblock the Smile Trap trademark
Harmonicas.
that last note I have never made before on this.
That was a very
You just
special
invent-
moment.
That was.
Unhearable by human
Oh,
ears.
and it broke the audio levels. Good.
Sweet, sweet, awesome. Well, I guess that means we just can't have any more harmonicas.
I guess that's what that means.
No
Just
more
kidding.
harmonicas,
Totally can.
man. Okay, so about that
No.
tangent.
Right, the tangent that was going to lead us into the point of this podcast. I have some questions for you guys right here in front of me. Okay, so obviously there's a big difference between a YouTube community and a Tumblr community. I am still very new to Tumblr. I hadn't started using Tumblr until like the summer, and I thought it was just like a place to reblog pictures of like bunnies and cats doing cute things.
That's not what it is.
Well, essentially it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've noticed there's
Don't fool yourself.
I've noticed, but there is a community behind Tumblr. So how do you think this Tumblr community got started?
Man, that's a hard question.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't prep them at all.
No,
that's fine.
No,
That's fine.
I even asked questions.
Let's
No, it's
see.
okay. It's okay.
Sonnet, how did you get into the Tumblr community? Like, how did...
Well, on November 14th, 2008.
Oh wow.
Yes, I looked
Really?
it up. I went back and went, yes.
I appreciate Sonnet.
I have notes here in
Oh
front of
my
me.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Yeah, I took notes on.
she's gonna make
yeah.
me look like a
So on
major
November
jump.
14th, 2008, I was in. Oh, was I a junior? I was a junior in high school, and my friend Billy Connell III
Oh my God.
had a Tumblr, and he was like, "Sonnet, you should get a Tumblr. It's really cool." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so like I didn't go on MySpace that day. Instead, I went on Tumblr, and I made a blog post about my day. Like I created a Tumblr, and I made a blog post about my day. You can still read that. It's
How was your
sounds
day
like
on that day?
I'm 17. I think it was pretty good. I remember writing about Skandar Keynes, like the guy that plays Edmund
my
in
God.
the Narnia movies, and
Wow.
about how I wanted to get married to him. That was my very first Tumblr post.
And does that sentiment remain true?
Yes, Skandar. You can call me or follow me on Tumblr.
Either one.
Sonnet Kings.
Well,
So that's how I got started, and For a while, it was just me and my school friends at the high school that I went to, but eventually I branched out and started following other people.
You branched out.
all
Took
the
a
way
leap of faith.
Till now. Yeah. The first person I followed that I didn't know was some guy that his name was Kevin, and I remember that he was like traveling around France for a while and like documenting his trip like through blog posts on Tumblr, like microblogging about it, and I thought that was cool.
Wow. I had no idea Tumblr existed back then.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
didn't make a YouTube channel until December 14th, 2009,
Wow.
so almost a year later. Yeah.
Whoa.
Adam, take it away, please.
Well, I didn't even say anything funny. When was it? It was like 2009, I think.
Specifically, what date in 2009?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Sonic's got notes,
Okay.
Adam.
I'll look it up for you.
Hit
I'll
up my
look it up for you.
archives. I think it's sometime in July. I'm gonna say July 18th, 2009,
Solid date.
as an arbitrary date.
Okay, well,
I don't.
it was actually in June. June 22nd, 2009.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Now that you say it, I remember.
You posted a
We were
picture
at the bowling
and you
alley.
said, "I worry that I will never see some of these
So,
people again." Other than that, it was
here's
sweet.
an insider secret. My Tumblr used to be really sad. It was so bad. Like, it was just a downer all the time. Because I thought that was what you were supposed to do.
That
That's
is
what I
a lot
thought
of people
Tumblr
do.
was
Oh my
for.
God.
Yeah.
And then I realized that kind of sucks. So I stopped.
And then you started blogging pictures of animals, and things got a lot better.
Absolutely. You know exactly how this works.
Now that- Are you a veteran?
What's that?
No, I was asking Dan if he was a veteran.
Oh, yeah. I've been around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dan just reblogs. Actually, to be fair, Dan just reblogs pictures of ocelots.
That's
And
what I
there
used
is
to
nothing
do.
wrong
Now
with
I snarkily reply to anonymous people, which is, I think, the new purpose of Tumblr.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I think so.
That's
Um,
the past.
so the second part of this question is, well, Sonny, you kind of already said it. So was you getting in Tumblr, was it connected to YouTube or was it completely separated? I mean, Sonny, you kind of already answered this
It
question.
was completely
Yeah.
separate. I didn't even know that there was a YouTube community until, oh gosh, April of 2011.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oops. Yeah.
What about you, Adam?
I just
It was definitely related.
Yeah.
Because I knew everybody was getting one, so I figured I should get one too.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, because I don't think we've mentioned it yet, Adam is also a YouTuber. He is your average Adam.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Adam's a YouTube veteran. Some
Yeah,
might
I've
say.
been there.
Adam's been around for a while.
I've been
You've been-
around. My first channel I think I made October 2006.
Whoa.
Mine was
When I
made.
was-
Yeah, my first channel I think was December 2006.
Yep. I made my first channel when I was 12.
Oh wow.
That's
And there
yeah,
are
I,
still videos on that channel.
I was
Oh my
11 or
gosh.
12. Wow, weird.
Do you know the name of that channel?
Yes, and I'm not
Would you
going
care
to say
to
it.
disclose the
I'm
name?
not going to say it here.
Just type it in the little box for me.
I'll do that, but I won't. No, nobody says anything.
I
Just top secret.
I need to see this.
There you go. It was also
there it
that was
is.
also
oh my
my
god, I
RuneScape
need to see
thing.
this too.
Oh,
What is-
oh.
What is RuneScape?
A secret
Sonic,
has been
What is
shared during
RuneScape?
Unblock Smile
you just stop
Oh my
disappointing
god,
me.
I'm sorry.
What did you do in middle school?
I don't know.
Seriously, Sonic.
I
Lame.
read books.
Ew. Reading.
Just joking.
Oh my
You're
god,
not
there are
right.
videos. Oh, that's
Oh.
All
adorable.
5 subscribers.
Shut up.
Adam, what I
Aw.
am seeing is awesome.
Oh no.
Okay, we're really keeping the viewers out of the loop right now.
Since you guys can't see this, all I want to say is it involves puppets, and we'll leave it.
Oh god.
Oh, now I want to see it.
Puppets.
Episode 5, Unblock the Smile Trap. It involves puppets.
It mentions puppets.
Nobody's talked about making Unblock the Smile Trap puppets yet.
Someone should
so
really get on
I
that.
thought I would just
We will
throw
sell
that out
Someone should
there.
harmonicas
really get
and
on.
puppets.
Yeah.
You guys are always talking about your merchandise.
Our
You're gonna
non-existent
be-
your
merchandise.
podcasts, like your eventual.
Well, it was because in our contract,
Store.
it said that like they were in charge of merchandise, and we're like, would people buy merchandise with like Unblock the Smile Trap on it, like and Unblock the Smile Trap like baseball caps?
Answer, no.
I'm not gonna lie, I have an Olga Khan mug sitting next to me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You guys want to explain Olga?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that's a Tumblr community thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
an interesting beast.
That was I don't know. We were in a group Skype call. I don't remember who was there. At least Adam, Tom, Olga, and I
Yeah.
were in the Skype call. And then Adam did something. What did
We
he
were
do?
talking about
Like,
how we weren't super impressed by the VidCon schedule. And we were like,
I mean, besides Watsky, everything else was just not really tailored to
I
our
go to
specific
VidCon for
interests.
Watsky.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got more incentives.
Yes.
so we said, why don't we make an alternative VidCon schedule and call it OlgaCon? I don't know why we singled out Olga. It just seemed to be the right thing to do. So
Olga is another girl
Yeah.
from Tumblr. You can follow her at Holy Peaches.
Holy Peaches.
She lives in the same house as Cassie.
By house, he means city.
Isn't St. Louis just one house?
Just a big old
how it
house.
works?
I was just there, Cassie. I'm pretty sure it was all one house.
Dan came to visit and can attest that Olga lives with me.
Oh wow,
She was the one with
Oh,
the hair
wow.
and the shirt.
Huh.
how neat.
As opposed to all the other ones without hair and shirts.
St. Louis is pretty
Surprisingly common in
crazy.
St. Louis, actually.
It is the Midwest after all.
Oh man.
Okay, well, how would you guys describe the Tumblr community? Like, are there? I know on YouTube there are different YouTube communities. There's like nerd fighters, and then there's like beard lovers, and the DeFranco Nation. Do you think there are different communities on Tumblr?
It seems like, yeah, there are
Absolutely.
definitely very different ones, but I feel like there aren't as many, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they all sort of
Yeah.
meld together. Everyone
yeah.
likes everything, kind of, or everyone
Yeah,
is
exactly.
aware of
I mean,
everything.
there's like all the big thing on Tumblr is like fandoms. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I've
It's
noticed
Yeah.
that.
So many of them. The big ones are like
Help.
there's Harry Potter, Hunger Games, Sherlock, Doctor Who.
The Sherlock community on Tumblr is
Supernatural.
really alive.
They're all insane. They all have their own quirks, and they all want
They're
to
all
combine
rabid.
fandoms, like super Doctor Who lock.
Super Doctor Lock.
Dude, write that down and pitch it to a network. You'll make millions.
It's all the good things.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like
but yeah, weird things.
that's the thing I've
happen.
noticed about Tumblr is like with YouTube, I feel like it's almost easier to start a community like Nerd Fighters because it's based off a person creating something. But I feel like Tumblr more consists of fandoms. Like, I don't notice people.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can't. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't get like a big community sense on Tumblr as I do on YouTube. Like, I feel like there's a YouTube community, and then they kind of also continue on Tumblr. That's just me, though. I'm still new here.
I think you have a lot more interaction
No, it's
with
okay.
people on the Tumblr community. Like,
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think that things, just from my my exposure to it, I feel like people are a lot more open and sometimes confrontational. Like,
Yeah, I
You
would add
can't-
that it's not always positive interaction.
No, definitely not.
No, it's not always
No.
positive
you
at
seem
all.
like a huge not nice person if you call someone out in the middle of a video blog, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
a lot more acceptable in a text post on Tumblr.
Yeah.
I think Tumblr's got this whole anonymous thing going for it.
Oh,
that people
yeah.
feel like it's okay to say these super horribly offensive things or just like incredibly weird things. I mean, Adam, I've seen your anonymous questions.
I think he's getting angry.
People always say, "Why don't you just turn it off?"
But-
If
well,
I turn
yeah.
it off, they win.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
exactly.
Can't let that happen.
Yeah, I like Tumblr more. I don't know. I want to say I like it more, but I like Tumblr as like an extension of my YouTube because like there's only so much talking you can do to people like through video comments. I feel like through Tumblr I'm able to like post text posts and like actually respond to people's questions and like get to know the people who are
that's
It's
the
more
thing I like
immediate.
about it the most is when I was doing exactly
Yeah.
that.
Very stream of
When I
conscience.
was doing YouTube videos, you had to like set everything up and make sure you had good lighting and all these different things. But with Tumblr, you just post and go. It's like
Yeah.
immediate feedback.
Cassie, are you paying attention to this lighting business?
Oh, shut up! It also reminds me kind of the early YouTube community when video responses were a lot easier and a lot less of a deal. And all the when all the videos were called semicolon. Yeah, I like the Tumblr for that aspect of it. I do too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
one of
I
my
feel like
favorite videos
Tumblr-
ever posted was what Harry Potter means to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Tumblr is a lot more lax for things like that. There isn't, like Adam said, there isn't a pressure to like have good lighting and like have a script and know what you're gonna talk about. It's like I have an idea, like this is a thought I had. I'm just gonna type it up and see who likes it.
And let me tell all of you, don't succumb to the pressure to have good lighting. It's not necessary.
It is.
It looks
It
so
is
much
necessary.
better.
No, yeah. If you've
Adam is
seen
like-
any
I
of my
mean,
videos,
I guess you and Johnny Durham are in the, we don't need no lighting camp.
I don't think that we should allow Adam and Dan to be friends. This is not a good combination. I foresee it happening and it's not good.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna do a question. I'm gonna play host for a second. What's the
go
what's the
for it.
best anonymous question either of
Alright.
you have gotten?
Best is a funny word to use.
God.
Best and or worst.
Yeah, because do you mean...
yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
Most entertaining.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna
I
open
wish
my
I
box
had-
right now.
I
One of them, somebody one time asked me, "Is Adamus Prime your real name?" That was a special one.
Gosh, yeah, I don't.
I
let
get
me
really
look at
mean
my
ones.
Ask Sonnet tag.
Oh yeah.
I get mean ones too. I think
Girls
a lot
and
of
Adam.
girls get really
It's
mean
yeah, I
ones.
think it's girls get really mean ones and guys get really creepy ones.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever got a mean one.
Dan, people aren't mean to you on the internet.
I'm mean to everyone else. You would think that would extend.
I don't know. I can't pick one. Like the most recent one, somebody told me that I was the Tom Milsom of the Sarkaz chicks, and like
Sonic Starkmar is to the Sarcastics as Tom Milsom is to Chameleon Circuit.
like
That is a good one.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I like the variables of that.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just looked
Yep.
at it really confused. And then Lindsay said that it's because all the Sarkaz chicks went to sleep with me, which implies that Chameleon Circuit
All of the chameleons.
sleep with Tom.
Yeah.
This got funnier.
This is good. This is
Yeah.
what Tumblr is for.
It's just really, it's varied. It's varied. Tumblr time moves a lot different than real time. It's kind of like Sims time. Everything moves a lot
It's
faster.
so true.
Yeah. That's very
things
true.
progress very quickly, and if you're out for like a few hours and you got to go back and figure out
It's
what
like
you
it's
missed.
like missing
Oh,
a couple of
definitely.
days, really, if you miss a few hours, depending on the number of people you follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to like go back and like, because sometimes like the conversations happen between people I don't follow, so I just see like
Yeah.
parts of conversations and I have to try and figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tumblr is hilarious because like people just like go off of each other.
I'm piecing together what somebody said. It's apparently offensive.
Speaking
Yeah.
of things that need pieced together and don't make sense, Adam,
Yeah.
what is this business with Lloyd Barnhill? And why?
Lloyd Barnhill.
And all there's okay, it's not just Lloyd. There's apparently people on Facebook that say things, and then you're posting pictures of it. I don't understand.
Lloyd Barnhill. Oh, okay. I see
Not
what you're
just
talking
you.
about.
I've noticed.
No,
this
I
among several
understand. That all stems from. This is one of the big inside jokes of Tumblr, and it's one of my favorite things. That all stems from a blog called Megacycles,
people. Okay.
and what Megacycles is nobody knows who runs it. but somebody made this fake Facebook account called Bill Hitchert, and Bill Hitchert runs a fake company called BH Ideas, which doesn't actually do anything. Like they don't produce anything. It's this really bizarre thing. But basically, this fake Facebook account is friends with a lot of adult entrepreneurs who are like really into the web, but don't understand how the web works at all. And he's really good at just getting in there and just like barely egging him on to get him to say the most bizarre stuff. And he's got some catchphrases like he talks about connections a lot.
Hold on.
Like
Let me go to it. What was the?
that's
Megacycles.
it's Megacycles, and he'll like jump into a conversation with two people who aren't even talking to him at all and just be like, I sense a really great connection here, you guys. Just mess with them. It's so good.
I respect that.
Yeah.
And if you go on the page, he has all these ads on the side, but none of those ads are real. They all just point back to his Facebook page.
Oh my god.
That is so funny.
I'm looking at this right now. It's
See,
pretty awesome.
there-
It's
there's so much I don't know.
Megacycles.com.
There's so much I don't know about Tumblr.
It's
Yeah.
an entity.
I feel like Tumblr is the constant perpetuation of inside jokes that
Yeah.
90% of people do not
Yeah.
get.
Well, they're like inside jokes that
pretend to
get
get-
warped and distorted through time until nobody remembers their origins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
what are some of your sorry,
No,
Sonic,
no,
go
no,
ahead.
you're the host.
Oh, stop
Oh,
being
I
so
was just-
polite.
I'm always polite. It's a bad habit of mine.
I was gonna ask, what are some of your favorite Tumblr blogs?
Oh,
Vondale Swain.
Vondale Swain.
Vondale Swain.
Yeah.
Definitely Vondale Swain.
That's-
We have a Vondale
Aw.
Swain segment on Unblock.
You didn't talk about him
It's called
last time.
Vondale
You
Swoon.
didn't talk about him
It's
last
called
time.
Vondale Swoon.
That's nice.
It basically consists of how in love Cassie and I are with
I
Vondale
mean,
Swoon,
how
and
did I
he
get
doesn't
left
know
out
it.
of
I don't know.
Because he loves you back.
Yeah. That's why we were worried about Vondale was going to be on the podcast, but unfortunately he could not. So we were worried about Vondale being on the
Domi
podcast.
doesn't have a
Because
microphone.
he'd be like, "Yes, Vondale, say whatever you want."
Just speak. It's fine.
Shower us with your wisdom.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
That's my new favorite.
It's Vondale.
Is he online?
Oh, my friend Oliver.
Oh my god, Oliver.
Youngster.
Oliver.
He has a very interesting sense of humor.
He's just real interesting. I mean, that's the only way I can think to describe Oliver's blog. It's really abstract, and it's not. I hesitate to use the word not normal, but like
Oh, it's not normal at all.
Oliver's just really weird.
It's
Follow
so
him.
good.
You'll love him on your dashboard.
Oh God. Can we talk about that?
No.
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
There,
No, yes.
Okay, there are blogs. They're usually called like something like 1,000 likes or more, or something.
absolute
And
funniest
all they
posts.
do, or funniest posts, and all they do is either reblog or repost funny things, and then underneath it they'll put a link to their Tumblr and say, follow this blog, you'll love it on your dashboard. And all they do is like steal other people's posts, like they're completely unoriginal blogs, and people, Adam, back me up here, I feel like I'm floundering.
Yeah. Basically, these sites, they take posts that other people make and they post them on their blog with loads of ads.
Yeah.
So they make a whole bunch of money off it. And then sometimes, if they're especially scummy, they'll take off the source, so you can't even link it back to, like, who originally posted it.
Oh.
Rat bastards.
It's a major bummer.
I have a question. Do you feel like there's some sort of sense of like Tumblr etiquette?
Kind of.
I got this
There's,
one. No.
I mean, there's not, but no. Like there are rules that are there, I guess, that people break and then people get mad at them. But all the rules are set up by the individual users.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel
Yeah, it
like
just kinda
there's a
depends
rule
on-
where people don't talk about how many followers they have unless they're like
Oh,
douches.
that's
I've
totally
noticed
true.
that.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing. Like some people just don't care and they'll say it, but other people, like I don't know, I don't talk about it. And I don't know why.
I don't talk about it
Because
either. 'Cause-
On basically every other social network like Twitter and YouTube and Facebook, that number is openly available.
Yeah.
But for some reason on Tumblr, it's hidden away.
I know.
Yeah.
I remember when I first got a Tumblr, I was so confused that I couldn't tell how many like followers people had. And I was like, I just want to know.
I think it levels the playing field kind of.
It definitely does. I mean, I could be totally fangirling over somebody with 10 followers, and I think that that's great.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know.
I like that. So, one thing I've noticed on Tumblr is how one post can just spiral out of control into a bunch of other people's posts, and like a thing has been created, a quote unquote thing has been created. Like it's usually a bunch of inside jokes, or it's people making fun of a post, and it just spirals out of control,
For
and
those
it's
of you
created
that
something.
are internet savvy, these are often called memes.
Memes.
Are they?
That's exactly.
Are they called memes, Dan?
Yes.
So like from Rent.
It's just like Mimi from Rent, except with less STDs. I think
All
the
these
biggest
musical
example.
theater jokes are just going way over my head.
I'm
That's
sorry,
okay,
Adam. One of the biggest examples of this that I've noticed is Sonnet. You created the Men of the Internet calendar. Can you
I
just
did.
tell us how that started and just give us a little backstory?
Oh, okay. Yes, I would be glad to, Emily. There was this post, and I'm looking for it right now, so that I can link you guys to it. There's this
Your
post
research was
that-
obviously not too thorough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Let's
See
harass
if
our
I come back
guests.
here. No wonder they wanted me to replace you.
My smile trap is fully blocked.
I'm sorry. Thanks, Adam. You replaced Dan's on it?
I didn't. Okay. Anyway, there was this post that it was like a picture of a girl showing you how to wear a men's shirt,
Right.
like
I remember
in a
this.
cute way, if that makes any sense. And then a bunch of guys that I follow on Tumblr started like imitating the girl. Am I describing this right, Adam?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
Do you want-
absolutely.
Okay. And so a while before that, people had sort of joked like, oh, wouldn't a Men of the Internet calendar be funny? But then when this happened, like it blew up and it's like on the internet meme database or whatever it's called now. And it went out of control, and I was like, you know what? I actually want to do this. So I got together 14 of my internet acquaintances, including Adam and Dan.
And Emily.
And Emily.
And
me.
Emily, wow. Yeah, because I figured that if we were going to sell this thing, it needed some, some appeal to more than one gender.
So me.
So I got them to send me pictures of them doing whatever they wanted to do.
Mostly
God.
sexy things.
And-
This just got a lot racier really fast.
Everybody sexted Sonnet.
Pretty
And
much.
As
oh
we
my
are
God,
prone to
Tom,
do.
For a while, Tom was going to be part of it, and he told me he was actually going to send me nudes, and I couldn't tell if he was kidding or not.
Wait,
I was
Tom,
a little bit
Tom
nervous.
Nelson?
Yeah,
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell with that one.
yeah. I just had no clue. Okay, here is the original post. I found it. Okay.
We'll
It will
link
be
this.
linked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just all started mimicking this girl wearing this guy's shirt in a sexy way. So, okay. And so then I just compiled it into a calendar, and that's the end of the story? I don't know.
Yeah, and this calendar is a very real thing. It's actually for sale at the link that will be down below in the description. It features Dan with his glasses on, looking all Dan-like.
As
Adam
opposed to me
being
without my
sexy.
glasses on.
Dan
And me.
with his glasses and nothing else.
And nothing else.
Vondale Swain is in the calendar.
my
Vondale's
God.
is my favorite
With
picture.
a cat.
With a cat.
I don't know.
With a
Every time
And the
Vondale does
history of
something, I just feel a
evolution.
little bit worse about myself.
I know, right?
I think everybody does. I think the entire internet does.
You know, I don't feel worse about
Um,
myself, really. I feel other things.
Well, yeah. Oh man.
It's a good thing Vondale
the
actually is not on this episode of the podcast.
The calendar, nobody's making money off the calendar. We're just charging the manufacturing costs of it.
So if you ever wanted a calendar that featured pasty white boys of the internet,
Well,
your dreams
and
will come
Emily.
true. And me in a bikini.
Emily's in there in a bikini.
Yeah, I
Yes,
told my mom, I
yes.
was like, Mom, I'm gonna be part of a calendar. She's like, oh, a calendar? And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna be in a bikini, be proud of everything I've accomplished in my life.
Can you tell your parents these things?
My mom, she's like, well, I need a new calendar. I was like, Mom, please don't buy the calendar.
That would be so good.
She'd be like,
Most of my family reads my blog.
oh, that's,
I don't know how
that's-
you do that.
No, I couldn't do that. My parents, everybody in my family already follows my YouTube. My mom follows my Twitter. Tumblr is the only place where I can say bad words.
Amen.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
mom is an elementary school principal, and she had a parent in her office the other day who told her who went on a tangent about how hilarious her daughter was on the internet.
That's awesome.
Oh, my poor mother.
That's always bizarre.
That's hilarious. I have one question that's kind of not related to what we were talking about, but I think it's a very interesting question. Do you feel there is this phenomena of Tumblr Famous, or is it Tumblr Famous, and how is it different and similar to YouTube Famous? I'm using lots of air quotes on this.
I understand.
Well, the term Tumblr famous is generally
It's kind of used in a mocking way.
yeah, yeah, in a mocking way. There are people that have a lot of followers and who are popular blogs, and people with less followers would consider them Tumblr famous, I guess. But I don't know. It's difficult to explain.
I
yeah.
guess there's a really varied community. There are the quote unquote Tumblr famous people like Jam Jars, who just post pictures of himself and teenage girls go nuts. And
Yeah.
in that same camp is Set Babies on Fire, who's as dreadful as a human. But then there's also people like Josh's Hollywood. He's a shining light.
I
Yeah.
like Josh.
Everybody
Yeah.
likes Josh. I don't know, there's...
Well, fine. I'm not an individual. Whatever, Adam. It's rolling off my shoulder. I'm kidding.
I think Tumblr famous is a concept that people think exists,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
doesn't.
I'm
It's a-
just
If that
curious as to how it exists, because Tumblr, I mean, most of Tumblr is not original content. It's we're blogging things other people like. So what if you just like a lot of things that other people like and you get a lot of followers?
Yeah, that's totally a way to do it, but I guess it kind of depends on who you're following. Because
I think mostly people think that Tumblr famous people are people with original content.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I know both you, Sonnet and Adam, you guys post a lot of text posts that I would consider original content, because Adam, you do stand-up comedy, you post a lot of your little snippets of funny things, and they're hilarious.
Snippets of the funnies.
Yeah.
Funnies.
I go to my
I feel
newspaper.
with your guys' blogs, as opposed to other people's blogs, you're more of a person than other people, because if you're just we're blogging other things, you don't get a sense of who the person is. You just get a sense of what they like. But with you guys posting original things, you get more of a sense of a person, and that's, I guess, how people can think you're famous, because they have something to idol.
I think
after,
what she's
I
saying
guess.
is, on the person to
Thank you,
not a
Dan.
person scale, you are above corporations.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I will take it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, because I know there's a
guess.
huge phenomenon between of YouTube famous. I've had people call
Yeah.
me YouTube famous, and that's weird. I mean, Adam, I know you do both.
Yeah, there's... Let me find words.
I don't know. People have called me Tumblr famous before, and I don't have nearly as many followers as say Adam or Vondale. So
people don't know
it's
that.
really weird.
Yeah.
They have no
I-
idea.
Yeah, you give the
Ooh.
illusion of lots of followers.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm a blogger, not a vlogger. I don't really understand the way that YouTube fame
Yeah,
works
and
either.
I guess I don't understand how Tumblr fame works. It's interesting.
I like what you said there. I'm a blogger, not a vlogger, because I guess essentially I'm a vlogger and not a blogger, but I'm trying to be a blogger.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I try.
I have a YouTube channel, and I make videos every once in a while. I have a collab channel too.
With a bunch of other Tumblr people,
but I
right?
make videos. Yeah, with a bunch of other. We formed through Tumblr.
I think that's awesome.
Actually. Yeah. And we're mainly on Tumblr, except for when we make our videos on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think it's more nebulous.
Ooh, good
Tumblr
word.
fame is than
Seriously.
YouTube fame, because you can't really see. You can't tell how many followers someone has.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about assumptions.
Yeah. I guess if someone perceives himself as really popular, then you just assume because you don't know any better.
Mhm.
It's kind of
Well,
like
that's-
It's kind of like that
Basically.
stipulation whenever any vlogger starts. They're just like, "Hi, all of you," as
Yeah.
all one person who's going to stumble across this.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's been a while. and on Tumblr, you can create any illusion you want because, I mean, other than notes,
Pretty
other than
much.
seeing how many times somebody's been reblogged.
You really don't know.
It's true.
Right.
Tumblr's just so fascinating to me. I love the anonymous factor of it.
I want to do a social experiment.
All right.
What
I mean, no,
You
I
just in general.
You
I just want to do one. It doesn't
right
really
now.
matter what it is.
We were all ready to jump on it.
I'm a woman of words, not of action.
We were ready for a grand plan. And we got
Yeah.
Well, at least I know that I have an army, should I choose to assemble it.
There you go.
You have my sword.
Well, what kind of social experiment are you
Thank
thinking of, Cassie?
Sorry, go on.
You just hear really low pitched noises from either end.
We just rumble in the background.
Making Lord of the Rings reference.
When we first started this podcast, Adam answered the call and Dan's voice immediately dropped pitch.
It was hilarious. Oh my
This is how
god.
I talk all the time. This is my voice. Hey, what's up? Let's do a podcast. Dan Resler.
Dan Resler.
If you listeners enjoyed this Tumblr episode, please let us know and we can continue this Tumblr discussion.
I had a question, really
Go
quickly.
for it, Cassie.
I just didn't put it on the list because I suck. Has anybody ever been actually offended by a Tumblr post?
Oh yeah. I'm sure.
Do you mean like us?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or, well, anybody.
Oh.
I know
In
you
the
have.
history
Cassie.
of Tumblr.
You can answer that yourself.
What, you know that I have?
Yeah, you get really offended all the time.
Okay. Only when they get... I laugh it off most of the time. I got a slew of very funny ones about Dan and Emily, and that
Oh,
was a laughing off process. I
Oh.
I bet.
remember.
What do you remember?
I was offended once.
Oh, what were
I
you
was
offended
very
by?
offended.
Enlighten us.
Somebody made a post saying how hard it was to pirate Chameleon Circuit's album,
Oh
and
yeah.
then they
Oh.
tagged Liam in it to make
Oh,
sure that he saw
God.
it.
Why would you do that?
Oh no.
Exactly. It was just the rudest thing I could possibly imagine, and I just exploded and said horrible things.
Oh my gosh.
I was so angry.
What
Yeah, I
sort of
never-
horrible things? Did you deny the Holocaust and espouse racist
No.
philosophy?
I wish them a slow death.
Ouch.
I think I said they were a pitiful waste of a human being.
That may have been a little far. You gave a threat.
Nah.
Nah.
Adam, I'm thinking that I'm not gonna piss you off.
He'll release the wrath of Tumblr on you.
What about you, Sonnet?
I don't really get offended by things.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna start
I
reading
mean,
some
I'm more
quotes
of a I'm more of a take things really lightly kind of person. I don't know. I get upset when people like attack my friends, I guess, on Tumblr.
Same. I agree. Like, I've had
But
people
if
say...
people like attack me, like, it might bother me for a bit, but then I'll just like, brush it off. And usually when people are being stupid, you arguing at them that they're stupid isn't gonna get it through their thick skulls that they're being dumb.
Yeah.
So like, I just ignore it mostly.
That's
just,
good. Yeah. I feel like you have to take everything just on the internet with a grain of salt because you don't know this actual person personally. They feel like they can say anything, and oftentimes they just say really stupid things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And people get like really enraged and they don't think out their arguments.
Yeah.
They just type blindly.
I try very hard not to be rude to people who ask rude questions. And I think that it's very easy for Tumblr to become a very negative community. I mean, there's...
It kind of is, though.
Right.
That's kind
like,
of
there's
part
a
of
lot
it.
of complaining. There's a lot of explosions of anger and all of these sentiments that I sometimes share but do not perpetuate on my own blog, I guess. Because I've always thought that discretion was the best option. I don't know.
Everything is really... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Everything is just a lot bigger, I guess. Like, people, you don't just like something, you absolutely love it and couldn't live without it. And you don't just dislike something, you absolutely hate it and you want it to die. Like, all emotions are like... Extremes. It's a lot of extremes, really. Like, Vondale will make a post about how he thinks something is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And, like, he doesn't really love it, he doesn't, like, hate it. He just, it's cool, rocks are a thing that exists, huh? Like, that's the sort of post that, like, Vondale does. But for the most part, everything is really big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier we were talking about our favorite anonymous questions that we'd ever gotten. And I just found a slew of mine that I'd screen capped. So they came in, there's 5 of them, and they came all in order within like 5 minutes, so I'm assuming it was one person. And it started, I don't remember what like precedented this. It might have been the announcement that Unblock the Smiletrap was happening. But the first one was, Dan and Emily don't need you. And then the second one was, God, why do you ruin everything? I missed Dan and Emily before you were an awkward third wheel. Yeah, what? Sorry.
It's just like the concept of these people. My favorite thing is like they get like so annoyed, or at least they come across as like just so annoyed that any of this could ever happen. But then they don't like feel comfortable enough in their position to not be anonymous.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they're still scared enough to be like, I don't want anybody to know I said this.
Yeah, I agree.
The third, can Kim replace you on Unblock the Smiletrap, you ugly bee?
See, this is what Sana was saying before. I don't get pissed off when people say rude things to me, but when people say rude things to my friends, I'm like, what? What are you doing?
No, I agree. It might be more entertaining if Kim replaced me. But
There would be a lot more milk.
there would be a lot more dairy products and tea and toast.
And sheep.
And what is it with Kim? She's incredibly Welsh. The fourth, I remember the good old days before you were around. Dan and Emily were happy. And
What
happy is an
Ever since you were introduced to their lives, they've just been miserable.
Just constant happiness. I sit in dark corners and juggle.
Dan and Emily were happy. And then my favorite one of all of them was, I bet you think Dan Resler likes you. He doesn't.
I don't like you.
I just don't understand people.
They're like,
And after that, they like clapped their hands together and were like, "Yep, I just told her."
they
I got
sat
this.
back
Really
in their
insulted
chair,
right
arms
now.
crossed.
I doubt they ever feel satisfied with the answers that they get, because usually people don't answer anonymous questions satisfactorily.
No, I just take them as a joke.
I just said your message has been received. Thank you.
Yeah.
I understand what you are saying.
Yeah. Anyway, I hate to say it, we kind of gotta wrap it up because, one, my camera's about to die. Again. But thank you, Adam and Sonnet, so much for being on our silly little podcast. I think it's very cool to have other internet people on an internet podcast. So thank you
Whoa
guys
there.
very much.
Agreed.
Over there.
You guys were my first
Oh
podcast.
wow! Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. You know how much
We
that
popped
means
the
to me.
podcast cherry.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh. So in case you missed it in the beginning or forgot or haven't been paying attention, Adam and Sonnet are both on Tumblr. I bet you didn't know that. And we'll link their Tumblrs down in the description if you're watching on YouTube, along with like everything we've talked about. You guys, if you haven't heard of Tumblr before, oh boy, this is kind of an overload for you.
This is not your episode.
Yeah. But anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed it. We surely enjoyed talking about it. In the meantime, I hope your smile traps have been unblocked.
Oh, wow. It
I'm
never gets
Emily.
better.
I'm Emily. Emily.
I'm Dan.
Yes.
I'm Cassie. Sorry.
Thank you.
That's who I am.
I'm special guest Stockmar.
I'm Adam.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.